Congratulations on taking the first step to share your ideas and perspectives with confidence so they can be heard by joining a WomanSpeak introductory circle. My name is Kayla Catino, and I believe that when we speak with certainty and trust ourselves, people listen, and that's how we change the world. By now, you should be somewhat familiar with WomanSpeak by either watching a few videos on their website or read through the website a little bit or talked with me a little bit about what WomanSpeak is all about. I wanted to create this video to share with you what to expect when you join a circle. This curriculum is very different than a traditional public speaking program. And just to save some time before the circle, I wanted to just share a little bit of information about what our circle is like. So they usually last about 2 hours. Sometimes we get done early, but we do want to give a chance for everybody to speak. So set aside 2 hours. We do have a 5-minute break in the middle to just take care of ourselves so we're not staring at a screen for 2 hours. So when you first join, we just do a check-in with each other. It's always just good to know where people are at, kind of where they're feeling, what's going on in their lives, just to kind of get a temperature check of the room. So we just do that pretty quickly. And then we go into our agreements. And there are 3 agreements that we do in our circle to really create this safe container so people can speak with confidence. So the first agreement is confidentiality. And just like creating any type of safe group, we just agree that what we share in the circles, either through our speaking or any conversations we have when we're giving feedback, that it's confidential and that we are not sharing other people's stories outside of our circle. The second agreement is that we are a stand for women. So no matter what a woman says in her speeches, even if we don't agree with it, we are going to celebrate and be a stand for her. We are uplifting each other. And the last agreement, the third agreement, is that we won't disparage anybody based on race, gender, sexuality. This is a safe place for everybody in our talks and our shares. So we just raise our hand to each one. Do we agree? And that creates the safe container for our speaking and our group. And then we talk a little bit about the culture of WomanSpeak. And this was shared in one of the introductory videos, so you might be familiar with this. But the first aspect of the culture of WomanSpeak is around fertile listening. I love this one. And it's listening to a woman in such a way that she cannot help but blossom. We are supporting each other by doing that fertile listening, and not only for ourselves, but for the people in the group. So we're always just like being that positive support and listener when women are speaking. The second one is the celebratory culture. And this is what makes these circles really fun. Well, there's a few aspects that make these circles fun, but we celebrate a woman before she even starts talking. So we do a little bit of movement and what we call a pre-stage ritual, which I'll talk about in a minute. But before a woman even talks, she pauses her camera, goes off screen, and does one of our pre-stage rituals to get into her body. Then she comes back, puts her camera back on, we spotlight her for everyone, and we all give a wild cheer. This is part of the WomanSpeak practice that is rewiring our nervous systems when we speak, to know that we are celebrated for who we are before we even say anything. So we're just filled with that positivity. And then again, at the end, when she is done, we take ourselves off mute and we stand and cheer once again. So that is the first thing she hears and the last thing she hears around the speech. And this celebration is it's so powerful for us and our voices. So that's the second one. So we've got fertile listening, celebrations, and then we give refinements. And that is this feedback part of WomanSpeak. After a woman is done, we go around and give some celebrations about what we really enjoyed about the speech, what stuck with us, maybe around the speaking practice of the month, which could be using eye contact, hand motions, making what she says land with us. So we'll give some celebrations on that. And then we offer some refinements. And the whole idea of this is that you are amazing. We've got fertile listening, we're a stand for each other. But if you just want to polish your speech a little bit better and make it better, here's some refinements. So it's just we're shining and refining each other a bit to help them with their speech. And the refinements are typically around the speaking practice of the month. And that goes into a bit of the curriculum. So there's a theme and then a speaking practice each month. So for example, there's a theme around how to tell an epic story. How you tell your story, and the speaking practice around that is using hand motions. So when we are offering our celebrations and refinements after a woman speaks, we're focusing on that speaking practice of using hand motions. What did we really love? How did she capture us with our hand motions? And a refinement might be what could have made it a little bit better. So that's a little bit about what to expect and the culture of WomanSpeak.